previously on Comics and Stuff.
Starting things out with this Teeny Tiny's mini barbecue set. Now, Teeny Tiny's got a couple of these sets already out. I mean, there is this Teeny Tiny's refrigerator set that I think is pretty cool. Now, it is Teeny Tiny just like the barbecue set. And the reason that this one was left out is that I couldn't do the whole video all about Teeny Tiny's, you know? You wanna bet? What's up everyone, my name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. Over here, I try to find the best bang for your buck, cheap accessories that will work well for your figures. And there is one company that seems to be getting it right, a standout from the rest, and that company is Teeny Tiny's. Now, since my last episode dealing with accessories, Teeny Tiny's has released several sets, so many in fact, that it can't really be contained into one video. So this right here will be a multi-parter, and in order to break stuff up before going through each set, I will showcase something other than Teeny Tiny's that you could get at 5BELOW. So without further ado, the first set will be the Saw Shop, and our first showcase will be these G.I. Joe vehicles from Jada Toys. Over here to the left, I got the Vamp MK2, and to the right, I got the Snowcat. Both of them are made out of die-cast, and the paint applications are pretty dang spot on. But putting them side by side to figures, and I think that scales rather lovely. They bring 3 in a pack, so the MK2 and the Snowcat aren't the only ones. We also got the Hiss tank, because let's face it, if Cobra Commander was, around, he would definitely fund that HasLab. And like I said before, the paint applications are spot on. If you're wondering if there are any other sets other than G.I. Joe, indeed there is. There was also a Harry Potter set, some Back to the Future sets, and we also got a Ninja Turtle set. And this would actually work a whole lot better with this Saw Shop, because come on, it deals with pizza, pizzeria, Ninja Turtles. If you got yourself $10 getting this set, you got yourself an awesome turtle display, which we're now gonna get into this, because yeah, there's quite a few things to go through. And I want to start off first with this tiny fork that Lady J was holding, because let me tell you guys, it was stuck in the packaging. I popped it out, it flew, and it was hard to find. I mean, this fork is minuscule, so be careful when you're taking it out of the packaging. What I do like is that the teeth are separate. I don't know if you guys could catch that, but I also like the size. It is tiny, so figures won't be able to hold it, but a little bit of double-sided tape like what I did right there, and that problem is solved. But if you don't have double-sided tape, for some reason, you could always put it to the side of the plate of this pasta right here, and it will complete the look. Now, the spaghetti, the pasta itself is sculpted onto the plate, which I don't like. There is paint, sloppily applied though, but I do like that bit of red to imitate pasta sauce. And yeah, it's for $5. I can't complain too much, but I do like how that looks at a distance. It does the job for what it is. But I do wish there was other plates, because if you're wondering about the one I got on the table, this is actually from the barbecue set that I did before. So don't pay it no mind. I just wanted to complete the restaurant look. But over here we got 2 wheels of cheese. One that got a slice already taken out, and one that's whole. There's no other sculpt, guys. It's pretty dang basic. There's no paint or anything like that. And there's no paint or anything like that when it comes to this loaf of bread as well. But there is some sculpt. Looks okay. I think they got the color right. Now, over here, we got the Parmesan cheese shaker. There is a little bit of paint on the lid, some sculpt to imitate the holes on it, and I guess you could pull it off as something else. Like you could say this is a salt shaker or something and put it on the table. Whatever, it's okay, it works, it does the job. Now going into the side of the Televiper, because right here he's a one-man kitchen team and Cobra Commander is just upset at him that he didn't get the food out in time. But let's go through it. First off, we got a cheese grater. No paint or anything. However, I do like something about it is that each side, this one and this one, are different kind of grates. So it does look good. A nice simple wash will probably bring out the details a bit more and make it stand out lovely. Next up is this jar of pasta sauce. Now the label is a sticker and they didn't quite line it up right. I mean, it's my fault, guys. I could have picked a better set, but whatever. I just picked what I saw, and yeah. I mean, in certain angles, it doesn't really bug me, but right there in that specific angle, it does. It does. But anyway, now that we're done with that, let's go over here to the saucepan. The saucepan, no paint, no anything, basic sculpt. There's not even a hole in order to hang it up to the wall. Inside, what I do got is a ladle. It does have some paint though, and that looks good. And we also got some meatballs. Hold up. And one thing I'm gonna say about these meatballs, you might be wondering, why did you put it in the saucepan and not on that plate of spaghetti? Sorry, but it's because, check it out. When you do put it on the plate of the spaghetti, it's just way too big. It looks funny, so I'd rather just put it in the saucepan. Now, all three meatballs are sculpted together. They do got some paint in order to imitate that pasta sauce, so that's okay, whatever. It's alright, you know, it looks like how it's supposed to look. But let's go to the stuff that is more equipped for Ninja Turtles. So you Ninja Turtle guys, yeah, this is where you probably would be like, oh, that's interesting because we got a pizza over here. Now it doesn't 100% look like a pizza, you know. Let's take it out of the pizza pan, which by the way, this set doesn't have plates, but it does got a pizza pan, so you could substitute it as a plate, whatever. I kept it as a pizza pan, and lots of pepperoni. That cheese looks iffy. I don't know what's the purple stuff on it, but it's got paint, it's got sculpt. It's all sculpted in there, guys. It looks pretty good. And it is 1/12 scale. I do like how that came out. Now what the Televiper got, so we got over here a paddle, a pizza paddle, so that looks okay. And we got a pizza cutter. I will say, guys, that although the fork can't be held from many figures, these fit in figures' hands lovely. There is a bit of light gray paint on top of gray plastic, so that's okay. I like again how it fits on their hands. It looks rather nice. Let's put the Televiper, in fact, off to the side because we got a colander. No holes or anything in order to make it really look like a colander, but again, like I said before with the cheese grater, put a little bit of a wash and those details will come out rather nicely. It got handles and everything, so it does the job. Now, we're going to the final stuff, which are these boxes. You do have to fold the tabs and make the boxes yourself. You know, you don't gotta make it yourself, but yeah, you just gotta fold the tabs and put it inside. And I think I did an okay job. It stands and everything like that. We got one pasta, one ravioli. If you want to look through the back, there you go. We also got a spaghetti box right here. So front, back. Again, they do stand, so does the job and looks good. Completes the look for this pizza oven, which is perhaps the star of the set. Of course, they didn't have this little display right here. I did have to make that myself, you know. I cut it from an old chimney that I had, but it does have a hole in order to put the pizza paddle inside. If you're wondering if it does go inside, it does, guys. You could also put the pizza on top and make it, make it look like he's taking it out. It does got a little hole right here for the chimney. I mean, for the smoke to come out. Chimney, what am I talking about? But again, I think a nice little display would really bring it out rather than just leaving it alone. Anyway, this is the oldest set out of this video. So now that we went through it, let's go to the other ones. Up next, we got the teeny tiny sashimi rolling food truck set. And over here is the cameo and the little armory variant C figure. A bit pissed off at Lana because she's ignoring all that food sitting in that Temu couch. Which I got a long time ago, guys. I'm not gonna get into it and all that because that's not the showcase. The showcase is her whole influencer setup, thanks in part to this Zoe influencer set. Now, I have gone through the brand Zoe many times before, I knew it would scale well with 1/12 scale figures, but I will say that it's a bit on the girly side, but it's still the showcase, guys, so I am gonna go through it. First up is this compact mirror right here. It opens and closes, as you guys could see. However, the plastic is a bit flimsy. It's already about to break and all of that. There is sculpt though, no mirror inside in order to make it look like a compact mirror, but whatever. We also got 3 lipsticks and 2 brushes. Now, I will say that I like the paint applications, particularly on the lipsticks. That gold and that silver are very bright and, it's well applied. So there's that. And there is also, let's put these all over here. There is also, I'm guessing, an eyeshadow kit or whatever. Again, guys, the paint applications is well applied, and this time there is a sticker in order to show like a mirror and everything. And it opens and closes. But what I do like is that it does fit nicely, rather nicely. Like it's actually like a perfect kind of fit. Hold up. A bit too perfect, but yeah, it works to fit into that container right here. So you can make it like a makeup bag to the go. And when you take that out, this also opens and closes, but I didn't get this set for the makeup stuff and everything. I was mostly interested in this tripod. Now, I will say that I was hoping the height could be adjusted, but it can't. This is the height you're gonna stay with. However, it does have some swivel, but that's like, that has no use. You could just move it around and it would have done the same thing. But it got stickers to make the light, and there's also stickers for the phone. The phone can come out of the tripod itself, and you can put it vertical and horizontal however you want. Now, if you're wondering if the phone itself got any sculpt, it doesn't. It's just plain old black plastic, and you might want to change that sticker or something, to make it more for your action figures, whatever it is you want to do. Now that we went through that stuff though, let's actually get into this set, because there's some stuff that I really don't like, but there's a lot of stuff that I do like. First up, we're gonna go through these boba teas. Over here, there are 3 of them. It is all white plastic with stickers on top. So I do like how the stickers are shaped, and I do like the little boba tapioca pearls, in the bottom, whatever. But I don't like the adhesive used for the stickers. I mean, I keep putting this back on and it keeps popping off. This one's the only one that seems to be having that problem. So if you guys are getting this set, make sure that all the stickers are pretty well applied. But there we go. Right here we got some spring rolls. Nice paint applications. There is some sauce for it. The plastic though is very, very gummy. However, it is 1/12 scale. So I do like the size. I do like how it looks. And putting it on the sushi tray right there just looks pretty dang good. Right here we got some fried ice cream. I'm gonna point something out though, guys, that Teeny Tinies is hit and miss with paint applications. Some of it is painted well, some of it is not painted good. This fried ice cream Yeah, it looks good, got some nice sculpt and everything, but the cherry is not painted how I want it to be, you know? From a distance, you can't really see it, or from a certain angle, but right there misses the spot. Over here, we got some miso soup. And again, the paint applications is pretty good. You see some green little specks right there to simulate seaweed and all of that. However, the spoon that's in it does have paint from the soup itself. The bowl looks okay and everything, but yeah. Like I said, guys, paint applications are hit or miss with teeny tinies. Right here, we got some soy sauce, no label or anything. In order for me to know that this was soy sauce, I had to look at the box. Got some red for a cap up there, and it does the job of looking like soy sauce. But of course, if you got soy sauce, you're gonna need a little dish for it. It is empty, so there's that. But you could put it right next to this sushi platter, and it'll do a convincing job. Like I said before with the spring rolls, the plastic is very malleable. However, when it's in the middle, not so much. So this one's a little more sturdier. Over here, the sushi tray. If you want to take a quick look, there's some lines at the bottom. It looks like a sushi tray, guys. I'm not too mad with it. I didn't even show you the boba teas. I mean, the boba tea shaker. Should have showed it to you right after the boba teas, but there you go. There is no paint. That gray is plastic. The red, of course, is plastic. Those are stickers. But hey, it looks alright, you know? It does look okay. Now, we're gonna get into the stuff that I really don't like. I put it kind of separate. First up, I do like the bento box. It's a bit large, but you could put the lid and everything and all of that. And I don't mind the size because you can make believe a waiter or waitress like variant C right here is just bringing it out to a big table and all of that. I do like this edamame. Got some nice sculpt, some nice dry brushing even, you know, some highlighting to it. So that looks all right. But the rest over here is what I got a problem with. First up, let's just take all of these out. All right. These I don't mind too much because these could kind of scale well. I mean, for 1/10 scale figures, it would look okay. Even for Marvel Legends. For Figmas though, it is a tiny bit large. But again, Marvel Legends or 1/10 scale figures, it's not too bad. The box does say there are 4 sushi pieces. So these are the 2 good ones. These are the 2 okay ones. Got some paint and all of that, not nicely applied, but you get the point. However, this is where I have the most problem with, is with these sushis. There is green wrapper in order to simulate the seaweed and all of that. The shrimp up here or fish, whatever it is not fully applied. But what bothers me the most is the size of it. I mean, this is like 1/4 scale for me. You know, this is not even scaled for Barbie's 12-inch figures or anything like that. So I don't know what they were thinking. This is way out of scale. And I just make believe that it's a poke bowl or something, you know. So I don't use it as sushi. This is just horrendous. This is crazy big and all of that. I really don't like that. This is my biggest disappointment on this set, and it's such a good set too. Alright, let's go to something a little more positive, which is these noodles. Got some sculpt, got some paint, the same nice shape to the bowl. Got a little a little indent right there. But that's okay. Not every bowl is perfect and all of that, so gives it a little charm. Now finally, we're gonna go to what Lana right here is holding. First up, we got some chopsticks. The chopsticks are are together. You could break it apart, but why would you want to do that? This fits into figures' hands perfectly, so I don't mind it. It looks okay, and it does the job. Now, you're gonna need those chopsticks, though. Let's take this out in order to grab these dumplings. Now, like I said, with the spring rolls and the sushi platter, the plastic is a bit gummy for the bowl. I don't know why that's called, guys, you know, steamer, whatever it is. So it's a bit malleable and all of that, but the dumplings inside do look okay and everything. So I like how this came out. I like how the chopsticks came out. I like how most things came out. I don't like those sushis. Now that we're done with this set, let's head into the final one. And finally, we're at the Teeny Tinies Guac and Roll set. Now, over here we got Deadpool running a pretty dang successful taco truck, complete with delivery person and everything in Lady Deadpool. And that scooter that she's riding, it is from the Zoe brand once again, and it's the scooter ride set. Now, it being Zoe, of course, expected to be a little on the girly side. However, I will say that out of the showcases, this is probably my favorite. I mean, we've had showcases that are good for accessories. We've had showcases that are good for dioramas. This is actually a good 1/12 scale vehicle for your action figures. However, there is some alterations needed in order for you to get the best out of it. First off, I'm gonna show which is the easiest alteration. It comes with these clips on the handlebars, easily poppable, nothing needed to be broken or anything like that. However, the scooter right here, I'll go through that next, but the scooter right here, you might want to remove this thing holding her hips, as well as these pedal pieces that are meant for the Zoe's feet to go in. And it's easily, it's easy, guys. You could snap it off with your fingers and everything like that, but I wanted to show you how it is as is. And if you do snap it, you move the figure back, it'll cover up that hole. These are not glued onto the scooter or anything like that. They are pegged in, so if you snap it, you could just move the feet there and it'll cover up those holes. It does got good sculpt. Again, it is a bit on the girly side with it being pink, but a good paint job, will fix that up real quick. The tires are made out of rubber and got some nice detail all around the scooter itself. I do like it a bit, guys. This basket can be removed. There are tabs. I'm not gonna do it because it's a hassle and all of that. There is a kickstand with 3 settings, like this, like that, in order to pop a wheelie, and of course you could just put it all the way back in order for her to just ride off and all of that. I do like this scooter. I missed out on the Deadpool 2-pack with the scooter, so for $5, this is a pretty good replacement and I'm not mad with it at all. Now, going into this taco set itself, and let's face it, guys, this is pretty much a perfect set for Deadpool. And this bag right here, it's okay, don't get me wrong, it looks alright. It's probably best being on the scooter or in the background, because for a figure to hold it, when you close it up, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Right there, that blocks the little handles in order for it to be grabbed and all of that, but it does have a nice little thank you, have a great day. Thank you, have a great day. Yeah, looks okay. Going into the stuff right here on the table, we got some churros. That right there is a sticker. Got some sculpt. Looks like churros. It says in the box it's churro bites, but whatever, it's churros, guys. The paint is alright, but it misses the mark a bit. Again, guys, Teeny Tinies are iffy with the paint, and I'll mention that again later, but this isn't bad. Right here we got some sauce packets, and yeah, these are actually painted and rather nicely too. We got hot and mild. It's not stickers or anything, so I do like that detail. There's nothing on the back, but I don't mind that because it's sauce packets. They are sculpted together, so I don't know how I feel about that, but whatever. It being on the table right there does not bother me. Up next, we got some corn on the cob right here. Got some hot sauce and whatnot, but I would have preferred some cheese and everything in order for it to look more like an elote and stuff like that. At least that's what I think it's called. We got a tray, and this tray could be used for the corn on the cob, but you could also use it for the burrito, the tacos, whatever. and it does the job of holding the stuff in there. Up next, we got some chips, guac, and salsa. Now, I'm a little disappointed with this because look at the chips. Yeah, you can't even make that out. And again, paint is a little sloppily applied and all of that. But what can you do? Right here, we got a burrito bowl. And it got sculpt, it got paint. The paint is not that bad, but I don't like that it's so straight, so separated and everything. I mean, I never had a burrito bowl like this, you know? So I don't know how convincing this is, but whatever. All of this is $5, guys. I mean, you can't really complain much, but I will show the faults that it does have. Because this right here is like, what is this? What is this? It's supposed to be nachos. Now, does that look like nachos? I'm gonna show you what it looks like in the box right here. That's what it looks like in the box. Now that looks like nachos, you know? I would have wanted some sculpt on those chips, which again, I went through with the chips, salsa, and guac, but got some paint, so there is that. And I'm guessing that's sour cream at the top and everything. I do like the little container, so there's that. And now I went through everything, guys, and I checked off everything on the list. So this right here, it's meant to be the taco salad. So I don't know if that's how a taco salad is meant to look, but I do like the shape of the bowl. And it does got some sculpt. The paint is okay. Of course, it misses the mark a little bit, but yeah, I do like the shape of the bowl. So there is that. Now over here, I'm quite happy with this soda. Got some red for the cap. This right here is a sticker, and like I said in the previous set, the sticker adhesive is it's a little iffy. This one's not as bad as the previous set, but what can you do? Now, you saw the paint applications on the accessories, but this is the most egregious one, guys, because I actually, let's separate this. All of these tacos, I'll find that later. All of these tacos, the paint applications are not good. And I looked through every set that they had to see which one had the best paint applications, and none of them did. They all missed the spot. Let's take this one right here off his hand so you could see. They all missed the spot badly. I do like that each of the tacos are not exactly the same. Some are a little fatter, some are a little skinnier and all of that. But yeah, none of them applied well. Maybe that's why is the reason that it wasn't applied well. Because like I said, guys, I went through all the sets and this was perhaps the one that was painted the best. And it's still painted rather badly. So there is that. And of course, you're gonna need a little taco tray in order to hold them. And this does the job. There's no paint or anything, but it does the job of holding the tacos and all of that. Over here, I will say that I like this box of avocados because the paint is for once nicely applied, especially in the inside. It got some brown and there's some green for the avocados. And of course, avocados got some brown spots and all of that. So it does look kind of convincing for avocados. Got some nice little holes right there. Fresh avocados right there. And the bottom is basically brown. So this is painted. So it's a brown piece painted all around in order to make it look like that. So I guess that's why it looks so good. And some avocados are missing in order for it to be put into this pedal and mortar. Now, this looks okay, The avocado looks all right. However, the seed on the avocado is a little iffy. And I would have wanted if the pestle and mortar were actually separate. They are sculpted together, so there is that. Now, I went through this burrito as a sneak peek in one of my shorts, but it's probably my favorite, food item in this because that wrapper looks good. The paint applications is actually pretty alright for this one. And it looks like a Chipotle burrito or something like that. So I'm not mad with this at all. This is actually pretty dang good. And again, guys, keep in mind, it is $5. You can't really complain too much, but again, I will point out the faults because, yeah, you should know. Now up here, we do got a quesadilla press, and this is perhaps my favorite item on the whole set. There is no paint, it is red plastic, black plastic, and there is a sticker for that quesadilla, and the sticker for once is nice. Now it opens and closes, got some sculpt in the inside in order to separate the piece of the quesadilla into 4 different slices, and the quesadilla itself got the 4 slices sculpted on it, and I will say it fits perfectly into the sculpt pieces on the press. So you could just put it there and it opens and closes no problem. Now the quesadilla is a little flimsy, but that's alright, you know, quesadillas are flimsy. There is no paint on one side, so keep it on that side in order for it to look more believable and all of that. But I do like this. I kind of like this whole set. Again, it's perfect for Deadpool, but let me know down in the comments which of these sets was your favorite. So there you have it, guys. Those were all the sets for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and let me know your thoughts on all the accessories / diorama piece / vehicle that I did go through. Personally, for me, my least favorite out of the sets was the sashimi rolling one, just because some of the accessories was out of scale. Now, out of the showcases, my favorite was the moped, with a close second being the Data Toys diecast vehicles. However, if you did enjoy the video and you still haven't subscribed, I mean, come on, subscribe, because this isn't the end, guys. We are far from over. In fact, this is just the beginning.